I was gonna say you're gonna go to the loo, but that's in like 10 minutes time.
Yeah. Soon.
Soon!
Alrighty. Let's go do a tweet.
Do it.
Zelda once again getting in my way.
Yeah.
Of the icons.
Yep. Bunker out of the way.
Yep.
Not in the bin.
No. Definitely dangerous up there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that should be everything? Question mark?
Promo quest. Garden of Omens.
Yes, new site.
Spells cost.
Mm-hmm.
Ice Bolt I've seen before. I don't know if I've ever seen the other two. Oh, Warp. Yeah, I've seen. The research.
Yeah.
Fire choice.
And it's got Tamaris, everyone's favorite. I believe that is the promo Tamaris. Rather than the shifty Tamaris.
Alright, what do we think of that site?
Definitely seems interesting. The 3 health means it's a bit fragile, and like Ice Bolt's a fantastic spell, but it also does give your opponent a power, and like on this site you may be forced to play it without a target to kill it, which would be really bad for you. Resurface is in like none of those spells other than Ice Bolt are the other two are not great, although you can like pull some bullshit with Resurface.
Yeah.
So it'll definitely need a deck for it, but it is definitely interesting. A lovely garden, I'm sure. Up in the Skycrag Mountain.
Alright. Are we just gonna play like Fire Time Shadow?
Clearly.
All the time.
Nothing but. Not allowed to play anything else.
Nope. Avalanche.
Deal 4 damage to each enemy unit and site that was played this. Interesting. Right. Let's see. Combustion Brawler's good. Arcanum Elite's good. Retribution is down there. I think this is either Combustion Brawler or Retribution, probably. I like Arcanum Elite, but I definitely like knowing that I'm in Twist deck before I go for that.
Yeah.
Retribution's just fucking solid.
Yep.
It definitely seems like it has good potential.
Yep.
Combustion Brawler's large, strong, gets 6 damage guaranteed for shift 4, and then has Overwhelm to push further damage, so it's definitely pretty big.
Pretty decent.
It's also good in a rushdown deck when your opponent can't gain any health.
Yeah.
Health gain isn't super prevalent in this format, but it is still like, you know, it's a decent stat line, and that's just a bonus, which is nice. Alright, that's Withstand. Fine.
High staff.
I guess that's the way we're doing
it.
So someone left Withstand to us.
Yeah?
What in God's name did they take?
What common would you take over Withstand?
Right? Especially when, like, Alley Guide and Conscript were left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Withstand it is. Just a
spell deck. I'm not gonna not take Withstand
it's just
there.
a spell deck. Ooh. Is faithful.
Faithful, Test Pilot, Crooked Alley Guide, Isolate. I will definitely take a unit here.
Yeah, the faithful
over the
or
Isolate.
The test.
I'm actually not sure which of the two of them is better.
To see a test pilot again. Really
that is true. Yeah, I think people are still slightly lower.
Yeah, we're definitely
Test
in
Pilot.
Justice, huh?
So we're in Justice. Yeah, Withstand is a legendary at rare. Augmented Form is +6/+6, 6 cost, fast spell. Withstand is only +4/+4, but you get Aegis with it.
Endurance.
Is it Endurance now?
It's Endurance now, yes, they changed it.
Right, it was originally
Aegis, now it's Endurance.
I thought it was the other way around.
Nope.
But yeah, it's wild.
Yeah, because now the sight gives you Aegis.
Right,
instead,
yeah, old Kuroviat Palace was the one. Happy with Svetch's Faithful. We immediately see a Test Pilot. We also see an Angry Prophet. So it does seem like Time and Shadow are like the... We've been seeing a lot of Time and Shadow cards get passed to us, basically. I'm taking the Test Pilot. I think the Shadow cards we've seen have been slightly better, but we'll definitely see what the back of this pack looks like. Wow!
Retribution or Faithful or Ooze?
The Ooze definitely helps. I probably take... God. I might just take a second Retribution here.
Yeah.
Like, Svetch's Faithful feels bad to pass up, but at this point, if I get a second Retribution, I'm, like, set for my removal.
Yeah.
So, like, sure. Auric Lookout's fine. That is a shockingly late daring maneuver. Mining Team's fine, too. This is, like, the first time there's been some, like, okay fire.
Yeah, we haven't seen any Streets of Flame or anything.
Yeah, exactly. No Streets of Flame. The Nimble Conscript was, like, right at the start.
Yeah.
So pretty early on.
Yeah. You grab that Lookout.
Yeah, I'm kind of between, like, Daring Maneuver would be a fantastic card to pull for this. If I was splashing red. Auric Lookout's just another unit that is guaranteed to make this deck. Not sure. Might just stick with the Lookout. We still don't know. That is a late-ass Svetch's Faithful. But picking other colors, right?
No, just green. Just green is fine.
Late Sauropod Crasher and Submerged Titan. We're finally being forced to pick out of color for the first time.
None
of these are amazing. I might grab that Trickster Mage. Makes Svetch's Faithful actually kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And Auric Lookout actually becomes one of the coveted 1-drops as well. So hey, we'll see. Curator's pretty good this late. Amber Coin is fine.
Read the room.
Read the room.
Hello.
No.
Master Arms Trailmaker as
Well.
well.
Yeah, the Trailmaker's good. Training Ground's fine. Combre Healer is very good as long as you're in Combre. I'm definitely taking the Master at Arms here because that...
Yep.
He is still ridiculous.
Yep.
Valkyrie Militant's good. I'm happy that someone passed him to us. Horngrinder we've seen do work. Combre Stranger is definitely a potential one.
Diplomatic Seal is decent as well.
We actually are doing okay at 4 right now, so I'm not like in a super rush to take Militant.
Grab a Stranger or the Seal or...
The Stranger's definitely good if we end up going into time, and it's good that someone passed an Avirax familiar to us. The Horngrinder is sort of a really hopeful pick, but at the same time, there is a decent amount of like armor support in this format still. It was better in the previous in the previous draft packs, but it's still like Horngrinder is such a ridiculous payoff. Like Horngrinder gets like +2/+2 and he's incredible.
Yep.
I may take just the Combre Strangers, see what kind of time cards we get passed to us. Hope we get some good ones.
A solid 2-drop.
Yeah, he's like perfectly fine at 2.
Baton?
The Baton's probably the best card here. Sandstorm's fine, but it's not like amazing. Sewer Sludge being dropped is pretty good. No time whatsoever, so I'll probably grab that, kind of keep it open. Yeah, just an Auric Herd Ward. Game kind of froze up on me for a moment there.
Yep. A line breaker, yeah. Okay, none of this is like that good anyway.
Yep. Well, he's large. He probably doesn't make the deck, but it's not like there's anything else that I really want.
Trailmaker.
Yeah, that's Trailmaker.
Even definitely over a combo.
Oh yeah, he's like a Comrade Banner Plus, basically.
Right.
Seal or Deft Strike? I think Deft Strike is also potentially alright. There's a decent number of at least largish things. Like, Honest Fetch is Faithful, it's quite good. On the Test Pilot, it can be. On the Curator, I think he should be able... Oh, he'd be able to attack with the spell I played on him.
Yep.
Second Baton or Lingering Influence is an interesting question. Like, Lingering Influence is alright, and it does, you know, we do need basically just justice. The Master at Arms is a double, and the Reinforced Baton is also a double, so maybe I do, like, just get one.
Yeah.
I'm really between these two.
I'm not sure we'd use two cons.
That's fair,
especially with two Retributions in deck, you know?
Yeah.
Sanguine Sword, baby!
Yeah, baby!
Woo!
None of these are all that relevant.
Well, yeah, you really want a Core Scavenger.
That I do.
Alright, Captain. Power, Herbalist.
I gotta use the bathroom.
There it is. There it is.
I don't know why.
Every time.
Interesting picks.
Now we have a soaring card, Ceremonial Mass. Alright, Cap is interesting. We're not really in shadow enough. That was like the green one, that would be perfect. Burn. Power is always a very safe. We are going especially. Herbalist, good 2-drop. Kind of funny that token's only one of our colors. Get the hard sight Cyclops, yeah. I'm not sure what we go for. Maybe Bliss with power. I'm not sure what our second color is really. We're kind of green with like tiny bits of a couple other things. Anyway, how y'all doing? Lucas and I are gonna go look at dogs tomorrow. Adoption event. We're going to. So we'll see if we come away with a dog. Clearly what we should take is that court mate. Thank you. What we've got. I think we definitely want to at least splash time with that Trailmaker. That good. Master Arms is a sneak pick they put back in. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Alrighty.
What are you picking? Seek
God.
Power, Herbalist?
So Ceremonial Mask is fantastically strong.
Yes.
Definitely worth considering.
Mm-hmm.
Soaring Guard is fine. Herbalist is good. Auric Captain is tempting, but I probably just commit to Cambrai at this point. Like, I've got one really good Shadow card. And one really good, two decent time cards.
Yep.
Seek Power would also be fine. I think
I go great.
probably just grab Mask.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like 6 is about the top end, but especially with something like Trailmaker, I don't feel that worried about it. And a 4/4 Relic Weapon's just strong as fuck. Pulsar Recruit's really good. The Cambrai Banner is good, but I think I'll take a guaranteed unit over it. The Wormstone.
Wormstone.
Hello, Oni Quartermaster.
Quartermaster, Machete.
Pretty happy with a Wormstone in most situations.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hard to say no to a worm.
Awaken the Ages. Woo!
Hell yeah, now we're talking.
So,
Bodyguard or the Ancient Excavator?
Fargo is also a consideration.
It's an option, although it only has one of the colors.
I guess it'd be if you had like Time and Shadow.
Yeah, I guess if I was a bit more into Shadow.
Yeah, if you were doing the 3-color, but Bodyguard.
Yeah. I do still feel pretty okay about my 4-drops right now.
You also have Torite Test Pilots who will help set that Bodyguard off.
That is definitely true.
We might have the one deck where she attack.
Let's not go that far.
Do that over the Excavator.
The one thing the Excavator really has going for it is that it will have weapons. Like, it can pull Relic Weapons, and it could pull Wormstone. All of which are, like, pretty good things for him to pull on top of having a pretty large body.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's why I'm, like, giving him a full look here.
It's a decent-ish stat line.
I also kind of feel like at 4, like, I'll get more test pilots.
Yeah.
I have a fairly high chance of, like, just finding ways to fill out 4 in the last pack. So I think I might try Excavator.
Let's do it.
Sometimes just having that much beef is really nice.
Mask Maker.
I might take that Mask Maker.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, how much overlap we have in things, but...
You just make him green and everything goes to shit.
Type being the, like, name.
Oh, the name, okay.
Yes.
Stranger and stuff.
Yes. Okay. Like, the best card in this pack is by far Blade Whirl, who, if you remember us playing in set 4, oh god, she's nuts. But...
Trunk.
At Hourglass.
Bear Arms.
That is a late Bear Arms. Ian Banner. None of these are all that exciting to me. These are all that exciting to me. Yeah, these like the back halves of these packs have all been kind of questionable.
Hi, Tamaris. Test Pilot. Hi, Char.
That was the first pick, Char.
Crap.
You like both of those at 4. This pilot's probably.
We're just starting the draft. We're pulling a deck.
We are 0-0, and someone's gonna have a very fun Eclipse Dragon someday.
Whoa! Hi, Eclipse Dragon. Wow, fire has not been great.
Yeah.
And now suddenly...
Someone behind us is going to have a very good fire deck. Like, it's been alright before this point. And that Eclipse Dragon's gonna push it way over the edge. Yeah, wow.
Woof. Alright, Ooze?
Yeah, if I take out all of these, definitely looking at needing more units, so Ooze is good. I was really hoping I could see a horn, but it seems like that may have been too much to ask for.
Yep.
Place Directodon's good. Blade Barrier with the three test pilots is honestly, like, that probably makes the deck pretty handily.
Yeah, Warlock.
Warlock's fine. Ooh, Arcanum Elite or a second Ooh. We are pretty full of 3-drops, so I think actually her health may be good here. Spellstrike Sorceress or Twin Sai.
I'll let Jax then.
I take the Spellstrike.
Yeah, Horde Duelist.
That deck was all over the place.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's see.
We'll get rid of the Valkyrie.
Yeah, he is way up there, and we don't really have too much way to ramp up. Unfortunate, because like a 5/6 flyer is absolutely hilarious. Let's see what we are dealing with here. Our 2s are all fantastic. Our 3s are all over the place. Probably the Trickster Mage. I don't have too much warp, and warp is really where Trickster Mage's biggest value is, because like cheaper shifts aren't bad if you can get something large out. Cheaper warps are fantastic because they just make it so that you can warp like without screwing up your turns too much. Yeah, like I'm pretty happy with these 2 blade barriers just off the test pilot. Trickster Mage is probably out.
Mask Maker?
I think I like Mask Maker.
Test pilots?
Partly for the test pilots, partly because I have quite a few soldiers.
Yeah, we have some minotaurs in there.
So like I think there's a few things you could definitely play to get some surplus value out of him. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's see. Probably don't care about that compass much.
How much power do we run here?
That is a fun question to ask. I think the Hourglass might actually be okay here if I'm trying to protect small amounts of armor on my face. And just be able to attack in with like fairly large bodies, then hold them back.
Yep.
Maskmaker is going to be whatever tribe he feels like whatever tribe the board state dictates at the time. He will be fantastic as a Minotaur. He would also be good as like, even just picking him as Ooze would be pretty good.
A couple of dinosaurs.
Like any sort of twist, loves him.
Yeah.
There's just all sorts of random stuff you can get from him. They were at 20 units right now, 14 power. Probably.
Trailmaker.
The Trailmaker is definitely helpful, though it is definitely in our splash color.
Yeah, he wasn't really set of spells.
Yeah, basically. Like, he's a decent body, but honestly, the test pilots are going to be the ones who can play defense like he does. Same amount of survivability.
Or doubles. I mean, I know we have quite a few double green.
Mm-hmm. I believe Ancient Excavator is also
time,
one.
yeah.
So let's see. Ah, yes, Forlunk is also... Yeah, it's like the Chemos and the Master at Arms are the 2 like important green ones, and Omnivorous Vorlunk is the important.
And we're gonna let opening hand for that Combre Stranger.
Yes, definitely. He is going to do some work in this deck.
I do think endurance on our units is actually good.
We have some fairly large units in this. I'm kind of back and forth on it, and it may end up being one of the last cards I cut, just to make numbers. I don't really want to cut any more spells with this Wormstone in the deck.
Yeah. 7.
Yeah.
Nasty. Yeah.
Vorlunk also is potentially cuttable because we do have like Deft Strike, 2 Retributions, and 2 weapons for removal. So if I had a Horn of Plenty, I'd be more into keeping Vorlunk because when it's a 3 cost like that kills itself off, it's not quite as good. When it's a 4 cost or a 3 cost that has 4 attack, it's actually like a lot stronger. I like Daze a lot, honestly. Like, it's just a cheap, fast spell. Fucks with enemy tempo, causes things like Wormstone to happen, causes bad blocks to happen. It's one of those things that's definitely worth considering. The Lingering Influence is also nice, so, like, maybe this deck does just go 15 power. Also, with the double time out there, Ancient Excavator is actually the only thing we need double time for, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that's actually...
7 and 11, plus the Trailmaker, so he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I'm kind of like between whether I want to get another time source just to be safe on the Trailmaker, or if I want to get the Justice. Just to be absolutely certain that I can play the Justice.
It's 7 and 11, not counting the Trailmaker.
Yeah. Perfect. Some fascinating hands we're pulling up here. Boy, we have not gotten a double hand yet. That does have the stranger though. It's like as a redraw, this is at least playable.
That's fine.
That's actually pretty good. A little bit awkward.
Yeah. Eight and
I don't know. Combre is the name of this faction. At this point, I'd probably play her on turn 1 and then attack in to get a 3/3 Faithful.
Yep.
I think I'll take a spin with this and we'll see what happens. We were just getting the bad hands out of the way.
That.
That does play. Slightly awkwardly.
It is a bit awkward.
I will be able to use the influence to play that, and then I think I'd be able to play the baton on the same turn, assuming he lives, which no promises.
Well, he gives us our influence, so. Oh, there's our other influence.
This would have given us the double.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This'll do the trick.
Like next turn, if I play Lingering Influence and grab a thing, I can also play like the Reinforced Baton, and I'm gonna play the baton because what else do I have?
Bye. Bye.
That I need a little bit less. If they have a Lightning Strike, I'd rather he eat it. Next turn, I do have Withstand up.
Yeah. Bye. Well, we can, like, set her off, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think she can do herself.
Yeah, it's one of your other units. But you get health. So.
I can also give her endurance.
Let's patch you up.
I think that's the biggest reason.
Sting a bit.
I can make her into a 5/5 flying endurance.
Yeah. Ooh, scavenger. Rat boys.
Curses. That was the exact wrong order that those could have shown up in.
Yeah.
the skies!
I could protect that a bit more, but I'm probably okay with just this.
Give it to our test pilot.
Probably.
We're quite happy with losing that because we have a ceremonial mask to go on.
Yep. It is. Gonna say you definitely want to at least kill off that. Oh ho ho! Now I have a machine gun. Fair enough.
That is fair enough.
Oh, there goes my wormstone. Along with one of the blade barriers, which is also kind of unfortunate. It's kind of what I had to expect.
It happens. Oh, yeah, we can't play the fifth.
Yep.
No.
That's adorable.
The right
Uh-oh.
blade.
That's at least a little worrisome.
Shit. Yep, that's terrifying.
That's quite good though. You got a char?
You can do this.
Put our faithful down as well.
Yep.
I will stand watch. For the arena!
Well, they don't have a char.
Oh, they got a jump kick from the market.
Okay. That seems like a waste, but hey. Whomst am I to disagree? I might shift her just for the chance to get some unblockable damage.
Yeah, yeah.
It might just be one, but at this point, if it is that, then I'd rather have the +1 damage in a bit. We're already pretty ahead on board, and if I'm not pulling spells, she's not going to put us too much further. All that, and they can also just trade that away.
Yep.
Neat. Probably also shift that at this point too, huh?
Get over the line, yeah. We're stalling them out pretty hard, so yeah, if we can get like spells instead of power and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Give it a trick.
Alright, well,
That's
now
bold.
I'm
Bold!
threatening lethal in 3 turns. Alrighty. I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That might just be that. Alright.
That can definitely jump.
Yeah, like they were just barely hanging on for a lot of that. Just like, I would get something, they'd have to answer that something with one of their hard removals. I would get something else, and they just never really got a chance to put a board down.
Yeah, there's a promo going on for a new site.
But yeah, and it's also like, despite the fact that my giant unit got eviscerated, I still got that was still a 2-for-2 trade.
What's the pledge? And the Combre Stranger. That's not dire.
Yeah, it needs a 3rd power really desperately badly. I think if this was a 2-power hand, I would absolutely keep it.
With the pledge, yeah.
As it is, like, it does have things it can do, but I think I gotta throw it back.
Oh shit,
Well.
that's even worse.
That's much worse.
That's much worse.
I'm gonna keep it.
Oh dear.
I don't think I would have done much better up a card. I basically gotta hope I draw a time at some point. Or, you know, playable cards would be nice. Like, if I can draw cards that aren't time cards, I can spend time. And, like, most of my deck is Justice.
Well, we have eventually one
I will make a
playable
play
card.
someday. On the plus side, One Punch is also stuck.
Time!
Oh, Jesus. I'm sort of like between Wormstone and Test Pilot. I don't have anything to activate the Wormstone. But they've done nothing? Awkward. Yo-ho displacement?
There's something.
Because that would be impressive. If they did, they would absolutely have played it there. That would have been the freest shit in the world. The one nice thing about this, though, is that we've got a combo here.
Yeah?
Eventually.
Well.
That is certainly an issue.
To the skies.
You need that to play him.
Yeah, and I might just play him out without breaking the Wormstone. It's sort of like, it's either dig for a spell or keep that to play the Sentinel who can block that.
Yeah.
And I may just take that option. It's annoying, but probably necessary. When I get a spell, you're a dead motherfucker.
Well, they don't have any low-cost cards. What do they have in their hand?
Just nothing but corrupted behemoths and whatchamacallit, Horn of Plenty.
They have a spell.
They have a spell that works with no units on board.
I will stand watch.
Sure you will.
Oh, they were really wanted. Well, yeah, I suppose.
Could
they
also
really
have been
did
a
want
later
that.
pull. I can kill that, although it doesn't actually give me too much board position, so I think I do go with the excavator here. Hilariously, I can smack them for 6 with this.
Do you attack in with your one? Do you block the three?
I probably need to play some defense here. I don't think the one attack's gonna do much for me. We're gonna find out what that spell is, and it's probably gonna beat me. That's just how it be sometimes. Scorpion Wasp. I think that's a Scorpion Wasp.
Makes sense.
That would be my call for that. With the second test pilot coming out, I probably do attack in with the first one. Finest
No,
Hour
Finest
is not
Hour
in
is
this
not.
set. It
Battle
also would
Furies?
not have procced on
Yes.
that because we saw it go when there were no
No
units on the board.
Yep.
But
But no, Barrel Through's in, Finest Hour is not.
they probably have a barrel through. I'm sort of like, I could let this go through. They do, I can't kill that. I can only block it. I probably am okay taking the damage here, though. I imagine they probably do have a barrel through in their hand, though. So I'd rather just make sure my board position's a little bit nicer.
Go like the wind.
They got a warp.
Probably. And we put her on the Torai test pilot.
Yes, she goes on the test pilot for sure. The question is really what else happens if I play the mask or wait another turn on that.
Probably the other test pilot.
Yeah. He costs 2 to twist. Yeah, I probably did.
used to this.
Oh, what do they have?
Oh, that's what it's been the entire time. Jesus. The hard counter. I don't think we're gonna win this one. Call it a guess.
Let's patch you up.
I would have been fine if I hadn't
This'll sting a
twisted.
bit.
Sorry.
No. Don't blame yourself for that. If I had the read that it was Desert Marshal, it would have been one thing. The test pilot does at least threaten. We control the board a little bit by killing this guy off.
That rather than all your spells have warp.
Yeah, I guess that's actually probably worth more. Yeah, I probably do kill him off. You know, for example. That's a problem.
Yep.
That is what phase out does.
Yep.
I'm about to take a bunch of damage. God, and it's like here we get to play the how much of a coward am I about blocking. Oh, wow.
Alright. Fair enough.
Yeah, we're just gonna lose this.
Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Might only take a long time.
Eh. They're just planning out their whole turn. God, it took us forever to draw a single spell there. That's interesting. I think I keep that and then don't play the mask this turn.
To the skies.
So that can get up to 7 if they have a barrel through, so I might just make an even bigger worm.
10? Yeah. A 9.
Let's patch you up.
And it is like he's the best one to do it on because he gets even more twists potentially and gets huge in the sky. I might just do him anyway.
This'll sting a bit.
Make him completely impossible to kill. That's a coastal blade barrier, so the power doesn't really matter. Costs 3.
I completely forgot we had a wormstone.
Mm-hmm.
It got me on it.
It took quite a while.
I forgot about it.
I also kind of forgot about it.
Okay.
If they twist... Oh god, if they attack in with that, I have to kind of play coward, don't I? They're still threatening barrel through with that.
They are, yeah.
Is the problem that I have. If I survive a turn and kind of keep him alive, though...
We do have the ceremonial mask, which is 4
Yeah, that'll give us
health.
4 health. And of course, he gives us 1 health every time we twist him. And of course, we get 2 blockers next turn. This doesn't really matter. None of them are going in. The phase out on this was huge, by the way.
I could get used to this.
It's like I could attack, but I would die so badly. Like, this is the one time that cowardice is absolutely required, unfortunately. A time when the infinite hourglass would have been amazing.
Yeah.
That's just how it is sometimes.
Yep.
So I probably lose my worm to the barrel 3. Ooh!
Ooh.
That's bad.
That is very bad for us.
That's exceptionally bad. That's like turns all my good trades into bad ones.
Yep.
Oh dear. It also means I guaranteed lose the mask, which sucks.
Nope.
Because the blade barrier being a 5/5 would also have been really good.
Alright, who you gonna kill your battle through? We
Fair
might
enough.
just... Hey, not quite. God, I wish they weren't quite so... Oh.
Yeah. I can't really get mad at them for that.
No.
Do the trick.
I'll dull their
Like, they're
boots.
clearly thinking through their turns.
We stand strong.
You're kind of running them out of cards, at least. Now, we're totally out of cards, but don't let that stop.
Oh yeah, I'd probably twist.
Yeah, twisting that guy here is definitely correct, because
The overwhelm
off
damage.
the board and threaten, a bunch of
I have
damage.
2 health.
Yep. Me having 2
Anyways.
units to play there does make it real awkward
We
for
would
them at
like
least.
a retribution. Hello!
Alrighty. Well, this gets
Alright.
fun. They'll probably just give him up. Trade my worst unit for their best unit. This is sort of like, you do take a safe block here, I feel like, because at worst you trade for like the high alert that I'm threatening. At best you get one of my units for free here. I say, quote unquote.
I will stand watch.
Like, that was a really tricky block situation for them to deal with.
Yep.
It's a shame we're gonna die completely out of nowhere here,
Oh yeah.
because we are like this close to stabilizing. The problem
Oh,
being
there we
To
go.
the skies.
Yeah.
that
Yeah, we're
one
dead
flying
one
unit
turn.
and we die because
Yep.
we have 2 health.
Yep.
So when this is power, we have unfortunately lost the game.
I will stand watch.
Ta-da!
Yeah.
Close though.
Definitely held on for much longer than we had any right to.
Yep. Yeah, their deck was fantastic. Our deck got a bit of a dry spell, and of course our hand was real awkward at the start,
Yep.
as was theirs. Yeesh. I don't know why this is drawing this unbalanced. I'm gonna take this.
Yeah.
The scout helps me find a time, and if I find a time, this hand's actively good. And if I don't find a time, I've got the Lingering Influence on 1, the Sorceress on 2. So, like, I got things to do. Got these 2. Yeah, definitely just need power here.
Nope.
And not her. That's actually even better, honestly. Take away a card I can't play.
Yep.
We stand strong.
Yeah, you do.
Focus your mind.
So she gets a little time to grow. Bonk. That's kind of worrisome. That's a pretty good play, though.
will need me.
We'll still need him.
Alright. I'm fine trading out either a unit or a barrel through here. Both of those are good things for me. I'm just kind of playing defense. They did have a wait there.
They did, yeah.
I will stand watch. For the
It's
Oreen!
definitely worrisome.
To the skies!
Alright, another Justice Sigil.
Uh,
Here it's sort of like the... I think I have to take this. Again, that fast spell.
nope.
Barrel through, it continues to exist.
These are...
I probably keep Daze up, yeah. In fact, Daze is really good to keep up here.
So we shift him.
Yeah.
The vault must be protected.
Nope.
Good
Good God, y'all.
Then I'm gonna take that. So what we're basically gonna do here is block the 3/3, and then if they play a stat trick on it, we daze
Yeah,
it
daze
so that
it.
those two it essentially turns into a counter spell. As long as it isn't high alert, in which case I'm sad. Interesting. I'm doing this anyway in case they have a way to ping 1 damage. Like, I really can't afford the
Let your spirit
test pilot.
Ouch.
Alrighty.
Don't whine.
I mean, I might.
You might, yeah.
That's how bad this is.
You can do that without attacking in.
Yeah.
If you do that.
It's I'm mostly just thinking about, like, the potential consequences. Like, her getting up to that is really... I feel like it's tough to get another Aegis in this format, which doesn't
Yeah,
mean they
yeah.
can't.
Mhm. It is actually, yeah.
But it is, like, difficult at least. Like,
Mm-hmm.
they'd have to play something like Auric Herd Ward here. I don't
Yeah.
even know if Protect is in this format. It's real awkward, but I'm at 16 health. I kind of can't afford not to. I really want to, like, get the blade barrier out with armor, but I just have not had the
Yeah,
time and power yet.
The vault must be protected.
Fine. He is also a Minotaur.
he is a
or she-
Minotaur.
Yeah. So if I mass makered that, that would work.
A new face.
Because he turns into both of those things. You know, pretty okay.
Look inward to find yourself.
But we can twist our test pilot.
Yep. Mostly a question of if I want the blade barrier out first. He has endurance, by the way.
Yes, yes, she does. Now, 3-4 endurance. Pretty solid.
3/4 endurance is quite strong. If I get time, you're a dead motherfucker. How much of my deck have I gone through here? Over a third of it without a time sigil.
Also only had 4 power.
Yeah? Yeah, like I could have played this and twisted if I had pulled 1 power in any of those other ones. I could sell out a lot for that, I was gonna say. They're still keeping barrel through up, which is certainly worrisome.
Yeah, for the 0-4 blocking it.
Yup. And I'm kind of like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. Getting the 5/5 feels pretty good. Now, they are going to draw a billion cards is the other big problem I have.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have a barrel through. They don't have a pause.
Ah.
Okay.
You think? I mean, they can still block us for days, but I suppose we could twist once. Or...
I would have twisted there if I had known that they didn't have a thing. That's kind of fine. If I pull time, then I get him back immediately. Like a fucking Dark Souls boss.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, looks like a fucking Demon Souls boss.
Ah.
Oh lordy. The power of this Build-A-Boy.
Oh boy. Alright, well, we do have to attack someone if we want to, like...
He's safe. Attack.
Oh yeah, they have no power.
Yeah, and I don't think they have a thing. I might twist him again. Get another armor, just because I don't really see anything else to do with my power. But I guess it's actually, I can do it afterwards and it won't make a difference. Not threatening to kill that anyway.
Yeah, he's gonna eliminate our armor.
I will stand watch. For the arena!
Yeah, I might even just save it at this point.
We need a time.
I know.
So fucking bad.
If we can only find a time.
Oh.
If I only had a brain. It's just the bottom, like,
We've also-
6 cards of my deck.
I know. We also have a Combre Stranger who would help.
Frankly, if I were them, I would be drawing cards if I didn't have this. Like, they clearly have a stat trick here.
Yeah.
I'm kind of willing to sell the farm for that. Like, if they have a high alert in their hand, that goes up to 9 health, and the 3 of these do kill. Like, I do not want them drawing cards at all. You can have as many of these as you want. You're still dead.
Oh, you got 2. You got 2.
Fuck!
2 barrel throughs. Fuck.
That sucks. Don't play around that, by the way. Just
Holy
FYI, just so everyone is perfectly aware. Just want to make sure the record's straight there.
Got to get used to this.
That does explain why they weren't drawing.
Yeah.
I mean, at least killing my relic weapon is relatively expensive for them. That's kind of the biggest bonus I have.
Time marches ever onward.
Yeah, it do.
Oh, thank Christ.
Alright, so that's time. Now the
can
question
even-
is, what M turn?
Yeah. You can kill something with a baton if you want.
Yeah, though that absolutely happens.
You give everything endurance.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's definitely happening.
And then Oors? Or the Trailmaker?
That is the question.
Attacking before you give everything endurance?
Yeah, it just doesn't really make a difference. It'll get the endurance nonetheless.
This'll do the trick.
Yes, that gives
Do
us
that
our...
so that I can play
yeah.
this excavator. I'm gonna lose this next turn. I'm going to bring it straight back.
Alright.
Probably fine with not getting used to this.
Yeah, Esme. Thanks, Esme.
Yeah, there we go. Esme was our time source.
Cold got you down.
Wow, they are pumping this lady up. That's fair. That definitely happens.
At some point... Do we do it now, or do we
I don't
do
really
it-
have anything else to do. Worth noting that this guy will get nothing if he's currently played. He may get nothing still, like, for a while, because I just don't have any good attacks that I can make. Yeah, unfortunately, if I was to get cheeky with the Wisp, they block with him.
Did Mr. Boy...
Ooh, you're right. I do that.
Got to get used Here's to
And be
this.
like, block him.
Do it, motherfucker. Third
What you
barrel
got?
through.
What you got?
Ah, lightning strike. That's fine. Annoying, but it is fun.
Whether you twisted or not, you
Yeah,
would have
exactly.
died.
Alright, well, I need a spell real bad.
Yep,
Real
spell would be
bad.
great. If they ever start attacking in with anything,
We'll see. That's a problem.
that is a problem.
That is highly problematic, because I have no way to stop that unless I pull... We already got our retribution out of the way. Yeah, I got no
No,
way
we
to
have
stop
two.
that.
We have 2 retributions.
We do have 2 retributions.
We're not gonna pull them, but we do have 2 of them.
They do exist.
Any using that's 1/8 can attack in at any point. We can also kill the 6/2 if you wanted.
Yeah, I
It would
definitely
be
do
a lot of
that.
damage for us.
It's worth asking if I want to bring that back or if I want to try to bring the Wormstone
plus
back.
6 now?
Yeah, because we had armor on it. The only problem is that it only has 2 attack,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
everything they have survives that. So I might just play and twist the ooze.
Play 1 more power if you want as well.
Yeah. God, they just have such good blocks on us. Yeah, it is worth noting that next turn, if I do want to, I can bring that back and play it.
Yeah.
Problematic.
Alright, fair enough.
The Mask Maker, Svetch's Faithful. Just my big boys. I think they might have us just because, like,
We're not gonna be able to
they've
get
been able
over
to
this
remove
line
so
is
much of our
rough.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
good,
that's
though.
that's helpful.
That's very helpful. That's actually ridiculous. That can win us the game. That might just be the game, in fact.
Hi, worm.
Because guess what just went into the
Worm!
void? God knows when we'll be able to play that.
Yep.
But...
But I mean, what spells have we used? Wayne.
The 2 retributions, the
Daze,
days, and the
lingering
lingering
influence.
influence. Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
bye, worm. We did get rid of their 1/8 in the sky.
Yes, the
which
1/8
nice.
is dead, which is kind of the biggest thing.
Indeed. Probably.
Quite good. Question being if I play that on the ooze,
Or do you make...
or if I make him like a 6/8 to just make it so that they can't do anything, or even make like him a 5/5, which would force trades. It'd be awkward trades though, because those are the only real ones. That definitely happens. Because like he plays good defense already. It's mostly a question of seeing if anyone else can play defense.
Yeah.
In which case, it might be better to make the Quicksilver Ooze the world's biggest boy.
Yeah, it's a temporary one, so if they get rid of Master Arms, we also lose our
Yes,
ooze.
I would likely just end up twisting the Ooze to death if I was to do that, get the guarantee. It really is the question if I want sort of a permanent 5/5 or 3 more Oozes. Is kind of what it like 3 more 2/2s.
Yeah.
I think given their board, I probably want a 5/5 more.
You can do this.
They can kill off that ooze if they want to take 2 extra damage for it. Like, that doesn't actually bother me too much. That's definitely worrisome, though they do need the scouts for that.
I'll dull their blades.
Like a 3-turn scout clock. Not the best of pulls. Worth noting, they are up 2 draw. They are up a draw on us, so like the onus is kind of on them.
God, what a fucking match. Oh shit!
Now we lose.
Now we lose.
Oh, that hurts. Man, we just could not get across the line.
No.
For the arena.
They killed our worm off immediately, and of course we haven't pulled another spell.
Yep.
All of our spells came at a perfectly bad time for that wormstone. I can at least kill him.
Yeah, now we got one that blocks him.
I'm sort of like, do I want to get even more armor here to gain life? It's a bit dangerous. And I probably don't want to do him up again. Because at 2 health, it gets kind of like real easy to find a way to ping him. This also plays around jump kick. Alright, they have a stat trick, so we lose. Or just an onslaught. I can accept that.
I will stand watch.
I'm not sure I would have given that away instead of like him, unless they have something else.
Oh shit!
God damn. Good pulls. I mean, not flying.
Hello.
Ah,
our
all of
power.
my power. 14 cards, I'm not sure how many of them are spells. They kill off and
3,
probably the Mask
maybe?
Maker here. Probably attack all in if I'm them.
Yeah,
I get good
you can
trades.
go wide.
Oh!
These markings, I've seen them before.
So unfortunately, now that the Mask Maker is dead,
There is nothing to be done.
Used to this. I could get used to this. I could get used to this.
I've been told I could get used to this.
Just ace face. You have more than enough
I know,
things on
right?
this board, dude.
Your board is huge. My board is huge, but your board is huge. Your board is huge.
And I guess now that we have 11 health, it's no longer an ace face.
It's no longer, yeah, like a guaranteed lethal. It's definitely interesting, though.
I probably should have ace face last turn.
Yeah, they were in a pretty good position there. Like they would have lost some stuff, but you're like emerging unit. Yeah. Doesn't help that all my power appears to be in one clump in the deck.
Yeah. But we still have like 4 or 5 of it left. As well.
Cold got you down.
Oh, there we go.
Aw,
We're done.
beans. Blade Barrier is still a 5/5. Man, their deck is ridiculous. I feel like Steel Legion isn't a card in this format. Also, this took you long enough.
Right?
You probably could have done this much sooner than you done this. But hey, whomst am I to judge? I'm going through the exercise.
Yep.
7 health. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, there's no win.
Yep, no.
God, like, that's kind of frustrating.
It really is.
I mean, I think our deck just doesn't really... Our deck did have punching power. We had a Wormstone on deck for 20 turns.
Yeah.
I don't know how many turns, but, like... We had a Wormstone on deck forever there and just never pulled another spell again, you know? Like, we got the double Wormstone value out of that Justice guy, or out of the Relic puller backer, and we literally just did not pull one. So we had played, what, 4 spells out of the...
7?
I think 7's right. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's a Withstand in our deck.
We had Withstand, Death Strike, and Chemo's Blueprint.
And Death Strike is a warp. And like, yeah, so like the last 10 cards of our deck had 3 of our 7 spells, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. I think if we had pulled any spell there, we would have won.
Oh, the killer? Death Strike?
Killer would have, yeah,
Would have been
absolutely
excellent.
rocked it. This is fine. I
perfectly
probably
fine,
play
yeah.
this as a recruit rather than as
Yeah,
a
yeah.
thing. I'd probably play that as a depleted sigil.
Actually. Like this turn, or?
Yeah. Oh, it's definitely this turn if I play it. And I think I do. I don't think the 1/1 Wisp is going to be worth much.
Alright, well, we got our second justice from our boy.
My boy.
This'll do the trick.
And that pretty much sets us up. We've got the Retribution, which is nice. We don't have like an attacker to throw away.
Alright.
The right blade.
It's the
Oh,
second one
wow.
we've seen tonight. That's probably like one of the least dangerous black market smugglers, although if they can find something to put on it, it gets very dangerous. That's quite good. I could play these two. He would turn into a 4/3. It's sort of like I'd rather it go on the Coastal Recruit to make a 5/5, but this is definitely a better tempo play. Interesting question.
The coastal need me.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. I definitely like the Red Canyons.
Oh god, yeah. There's a reason it was nerfed twice. Ouch. Alright, pretty good on their part. I'm fine now. I don't have to worry about whatever they pulled. Could retribute that, but
You can do this.
I'd rather just do 5 damage
Well,
to their
if they
face
like
and then play
do
her
something
out.
with it,
Yeah,
becomes a way better target
exactly.
for Retribution. Now
Yeah,
you got
something. Okay. I'm fine with that trade.
Focus your mind.
Plus, it means this guy turns into the Retribution machine. You know, in case I ever need that for some reason.
yeah.
Hypothetically.
I'll dull their blades.
Power or not? 5 is useful, I think.
If I pull a power, I can then play both of these.
Yeah.
I guess.
I'll dull their blades.
I'm gonna go dull their blades real quick.
Alright, test pilot.
I know, test pilot with BOD here. Eat.
Hi, Blake Wolf. Nope.
Neat. I actually like having him throw away. It's a bit weird, but I do need to play that Retribution next turn,
Yeah,
so...
absolutely.
Now, if I pull a relic weapon, then we're in business.
We take what paths we must.
Alrighty then. I can't attack in with her, unfortunately, but can attack.
It might, right, take a trade Retribution.
It is slow. On the plus side, the one thing that they will never see coming is the second
Second
Retribution.
Retribution.
When I get a test pilot, you're a dead motherfucker. I am debating just going all in here. If I pull a test pilot next turn, it sucks. If I don't, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, I can't keep trading off the hope of 10 value. And if I pull a test pilot next turn, I don't think it's bad, honestly. I'm happy with my decision making.
Yeah, yeah,
TBH.
yeah.
So
Alright.
yeah, he pulls nothing, but he does get played as a body.
Yep.
Spell Strike, yes, is an Alessi effect. It's worth asking if I Retribution to go in for 5 here. They have 2 cards. They have 8 power, and they didn't play anything bigger than this. I think this is what I want to do.
Oh, do you want to silence it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I need her to not die.
After 6.
Yeah, like, if they play out something gigantic.
Stun. I was like, oh, it's just a silence. No,
Yeah.
wait, it's also a stun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That was correct. You can't hold on to your resources forever, especially if you're not drawing, like, the combo. If there was a test pilot in my hand, or if I had scouted one out, it'd be like, yeah, sure, I'll take that, but they were not playing anything threatening, so it was just kind of time to start cashing in. Those are the sorts of weird calls that you have to be playing long enough to make. Like, you definitely don't want to do that unless you're pretty sure you can win off of it, because if your opponent manages to stabilize, you threw away all your resources, and then they can just spend all the time building a board and kill you.
I'm too aggressive.
They were also not in time, which is a big
Yeah.
consideration.
Yeah.
Time has big bodies, like, I don't know, 4/6 Sentinels that pull relics.
Yeah?
Like, if you play that, Corrupted Behemoth, like, that slows the game down, and it is such a risk to go all in against something like that with kind of a so-so board.
Well, this has been an hour and 15 of a
I
2-2
know.
draft.
We're 2-2 in this draft right now, and it's been an hour and 15 minutes. Might be a long night.
Or it might be a short one.
That is true, yeah. If I can drag this out a bit longer, it just end up being one draft. You got set up for potential doggo.
Yep.
We'll see. Hey, that expedition card back. I might. It's awkward though.
It's awkward.
I might though. Like, it does have the 3 power with the lingering influence. It has a scout to dig more power stuff out. The worst part is it's tough to get Svetch's Faithful to buff. But it's like, I guess it probably doesn't have enough upside.
Alright. Did we pledge him or not?
Oh god, I can't pledge him. Need to be able to play him. So bad. Like, I being stuck at 2 fucking sucks too, but I think this deck can pull a power. I shift the Spell Strike out next turn, which doesn't feel great, but it needs to play.
Focus your mind.
You wanna draw a weapon?
I mean, if I can, maybe.
We
I would
shall
much rather get the blueprint on that. Alright, I have posted cringe. I am going to lose subscriber.
Shit.
I at least get a 3/3 next turn guaranteed. That's the backbreaker.
I will stand watch.
Oh, wait until out.
For the Oreen!
It's only a 2-color deck.
Yeah, this has been one of the most unbalanced set of draws that I've ever gotten.
Wacky as hell.
It's really weird. Man, next turn when they play fucking... God, like, shift
Need
is
to
so
scout.
dangerous, but I really
vault
badly
must
need
be
power. If
protected.
this isn't power, and it's going away, no matter how good it is.
Jesus.
I know.
Wow.
It's that. This is literally the perfect bad draw for the worst possible draw that this deck could get. You're
Yeah?
seeing it. It's here.
It's here.
So 6 more damage. Alright, yeah, we're done. Game's over. Hope everyone had a fun time. Wow, you even have like a jump kick or some shit? I wouldn't get mad about this. We were doomed from the start.
I know.
We got 2 separate hands that were like bad and imbalanced.
No.
It's kind of incredible, honestly.
The coast will need me.
Our opponent's hand is also incredible for our awful start. Alright then.
Alright.
So yeah, do we just do a short stream tonight?
Maybe. We do have a lot of stuff.
We have a
to
lot
do.
that we want to get to.
Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the biggest problem with this deck is that I didn't draft a Horn of Plenty. I think if this deck had a Horn of Plenty, it would actually be really good.
Never did see one.
We just did not have the finishing power that a Combre deck needs to be able to get over the line. Now, granted, we had some real fucked up draws. I also want to say that.
We did.
I don't think I've ever seen a deck draw this imbalanced. Like, maybe I should have gone and added a Time Sigil back to it. At some point, we did have 2 games that we lost.
Combre Stranger.
But yeah, we basically we never saw the Combre Stranger. We only ever really saw the Explorer when he was either completely unplayable or totally irrelevant.
Yeah.
I think this deck probably could have done better. We definitely drew into some really bad matchups and just had, like, all 3 games that we lost, we had non-functional hands, which, to be fair, is usually a sign that the deck wasn't balanced right. Maybe I should have gone and added the extra time, but that's just
We
how
got
it is
withstand
sometimes.
once.
Yeah, true. We only saw, like, the literal bomb in our deck once. And it was immediately retributed away.
Yeah.
It died literally instantly.
Yeah.
Like, the deck definitely had moves. We got the double Wormstone. If we had drawn any of our spells, even the shit ones, before, like, if there weren't 3 spells in the bottom 10 cards of our deck in that game, I guarantee we would have won that.
Yep.
Like, there were so many things that broke wrong for us, and we still managed to 2 and 3. I think going back, I probably should have done the extra time rather than the thing, but that's probably the only change I made there. Other than, like I said, drafting a Horn of Plenty. That was my big mistake.
Yeah.
That I never drafted a Horn of Plenty in that deck.
Passed up on Eclipse Dragon at the end.
That was the real mistake, not pivoting to fire in pack 4. We could have done it. There were a billion good fire cards offered to us in pack 4. It's just Flyer didn't look better than a Splash in pack 1. And didn't really get too much help in packs 2 and 3. Like, there were decent fire. There was decent fire, but I was getting better signals and Justice especially, but also in time.
We've seen Clippy Dragon win matches for us.
Clippy Dragon is incredible. Eclipse Dragon is ranked, is like a bomb in ranked. In draft, it's just like, well, the game's over. Either way, yeah, I think we are going to call this one a bit early. Like we said, we have preparations for Doggo that we are extremely fingers crossed potentially getting tomorrow.
Yep.
We're trying not to get our hopes up too much, but also our hopes are extremely up.
Yeah, they're super high. They're real high.
Yep. It's kind of impossible not to with all the prep we've been doing and everything.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Oh, when you see one online, and you're like, oh, I want to go see that one. We had to get pre-approved, so that...
It only came in today when there's an event tomorrow to like that we could schedule a meeting on.
And we applied on Sunday.
Yeah, last Sunday. So it was kind of right down to the wire whether we were going to be able to go there and actually like guaranteed see a dog versus like they basically will fit people in if they can, like people without pre-approval if there's room, but it's an event with a bunch of dogs in the middle of Manhattan.
Yep.
They're swamped.
Yep.
They were last time we went. So.
Yeah, and we weren't pre-approved then, so we basically didn't get a chance to see any of the dogs.
Yep. And they were good dogs.
They were good dogs.
We were like, yep, time to get pre-approved by this place.
Yep.
Money Paws, NYC. They definitely, like, A, seem to care about their dogs, and B, have some really nice ones that we really like, so. Shout out to them.
Fingers crossed.
While we're here and dragging this stream out to an hour and a half.
Oh, is that what we're doing? God.
Clearly. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed, even if it was just a one thing stream. We will be back on Sunday with more Dragon Quest Builders. Someone gave me a tip that if you press both the L and R buttons for the look up and look down, you can strafe and do like a thing. Someone, I don't know if you watch any non-Dragon Quest Builder VODs, but yes, I do read the comments that I get on YouTube person. Which I guess I'll say on the Dragon Quest Builder thing too, but... So I'll see if that works. They said it definitely works in 2, so like 50-50 whether it works in 1 or not.
Yeah, whether it works in 1 or not, because the controls are a little bit different.
Yeah, but it is the sort of thing I could see happening if you press both in 1.
Yeah,
I've never thought to do it.
We'll see.
Anyway,
Alright, we'll see you guys on
I swear
Sunday.
we're leaving.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.